As for the introduction, we're going to look at the general information about the chemical compound we have chosen, which is aspirin. So if we go through the structure that I have shown here, aspirin consists of a total 9 carbon, 8 hydrogen, as well as 4 oxygen. So the chemical formula is written as 9C8H4 oxygen. 4O, sorry. So basically, aspirin is just a common name given to it. The other name, or we call as chemical name, is acetylsalicylic acid, and IUPAC name is actually 2-acetylc-benzoic acid. I'm going to explain this further, but first let's understand its homologous series and functional group. So in the red circle, we identify the homologous series carboxylic group, or COOH, while in the green circle is ester, COOR. R is the CH3. So the functional group is carboxylic acid and ester respectively. So I guess now we can understand why 2-acetylc-benzoic acid. It is because the rule in organic compound where carboxylic acid own priority higher than ester. Hence, the parent's name is benzoic acid, which is the carboxylic acid that attached with benzene ring, and 2-acetylc represent acetylc group attached at the second carbon of benzene ring. And in addition, aspirin has salicylic acid as active ingredients that derive from willow tree bark. So this is what made up the use of aspirin as synthetic drug. For example, anti-inflammatory medication, analgesic, and antipyretic. So all is used because of aspirin's active ingredients able to inhibit COX, or cyclooxygenase, which is the enzyme that produces prostaglandin, and thrombosin. So therefore, by its inhibition, prostaglandin decreases, making it useful in anti-inflammatory and analgesic. Thrombosin also reduced to prevent blood clots.
Assalamualaikum, my name is Esha binti Suhaimi. Today I'm going to present about the chemical and physical properties of aspirin. First, the physical properties of aspirin is they have an appearance of white crystalline solid at room temperature. It is usually odorless when pure. The melting point of aspirin is approximately 135 Celsius. Meanwhile, the boiling point of aspirin is around 140 Celsius. The boiling point of aspirin is usually affected by the intermolecular force of extraction and its structure. The presence of hydrogen bonding, dipole-dipole interaction, and van der Waals force make the boiling point of aspirin higher than the compound lack of hydrogen bonding. The molecular structure of aspirin, such as its functional group, affect the boiling point. Presence of aromatic ring and acetyl group influence the intermolecular force. Aspirin are partially soluble in water and are more soluble in organic solvent due to the presence of intermolecular force and hydrophobicity. Non-polar compound of organic solvent interact with benzene ring of aspirin, in which increase its solubility. Based on intermolecular force, aspirin are less soluble in water due to the presence of hydrogen bond that is not as strong as the interaction it forms with organic solvent. Meanwhile, organic solvent has stronger intermolecular force of attraction with aspirin, such as dispersion force and hydrogen bond, facilitating greater solubility. The chemical properties of aspirin is shown through its reaction. Aspirin is a weak acid that partially react to release hydrogen ion and acetyl salicylate anion. Aspirin is relatively stable under dry condition and degrade in the presence of moisture to form salicylic acid and acetic acid. The powder-air combination of aspirin can be explosive, which make the limitation to the quantity of powder that becomes airborne like flower mound inside the structure.
Continue the next part is the benefit of the aspirin. Guys, do you ever wonder about the benefit of the aspirin could be? Or such like a variety of the application that aspirin can be used in our daily life, or for human or animal, or anything like sport, agriculture, or household maybe? So, let's continue to our explanation. There are a variety of applications aspirin can be used in, such like skin and dermatology,
Aspirin can be used in treatment of skin to cure acne treatment by reducing unclogged pores as well as to reduce wart and callus. In the variety of application, the aspirin also can be found in the sport, especially athlete. Athlete mostly getting injured because aspirin can also be used as medicine in physical treatment to cure the pain and reduce inflammation after getting injured from sport. Such like you can see in this picture is the anti-inflammatory drugs, so the athlete can eat. This aspirin can be used in both human and animal. Such for human, cancer prevention is crucial to cure by using low-dose aspirin to decrease the risk of certain type cancer, especially colorectal cancer. Colorectal cancer is the type of cancer that affects the colon or the rectum. Is it one of the most common type of cancer worldwide? Moreover, for animals such as dog, the aspirin also be used to prevent suffering from arthritis. Not only that, some studies indicate that aspirin have a big role in managing symptoms of anxiety, which influencing on brain chemistry. Another variety is the agriculture. Its use are involved in the plant's growth. Aspirin can be a great help to boost plants' immunity and growth. The salicylic acid help avoid disease and pests such like animal insects from plants to grow taller, bigger and healthy. In this video, you can see how the aspirin can be a great help to the plants. Finally, aspirin can be also used in the household chores as a stain remover, especially clothes. So, do you know how to remove a stain from clothes? So, here is the tips. By adding some aspirin and mix it with the cool water and apply at the spot that have a stain on it. Wash it until the stain is removed. So, the effect of the aspirin can be used as a stain remover in this picture.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Zurin Shamini binti Zahid Abu Yahya. Okay, now we look the formation of aspirin. The esterification is a reaction to form aspirin. Generally, esterification involves the reaction between alcohol and acid to form an ester. The formation of aspirin involves salicylic acid that has a phenyl group, which is we know as alcohol, and then it reacts with acetic anhydride that has a carbonyl group. The hydroxyl group of salicylic acid acts as a nucleophile and attacks the electrophilic carbonyl carbon of acetic anhydride, and the result is the formation of tetrahedral intermediate. Hence, the formation of tetrahedral intermediate is followed by the breakdown of the intermediate to release acetic acid and form acetyl salicylic acid, which is we know as the aspirin. Now we go to hydrolysis of aspirin. Hydrolysis aspirin is the breakdown of acetyl salicylic acid into salicylic acid and acetic acid in the presence of water. There are two conditions in hydrolysis of aspirin, which are acidic and basic. In acidic condition, the reaction steps include protonation of ester group. The hydrogen ions H+ adds to the carbonyl oxygen of the aspirin. The protonation enhances the polarity of the carbonyl carbon to allow it to work as an electrophile. Hence, it can be easily attacked by a nucleophile, which is water in this case. And next we go to the basic condition. Hydrolysis basic condition is also known as saponification. The reaction involves the presence of hydroxide ion. The hydroxide ion reacts with the carbonyl carbon of the ester through a nucleophilic attack and then forms a tetrahedral intermediate. This intermediate is hydrolyzed to create salicylic and acetate ions that are eventually protonated to create salicylic acids and acetic acids.
So in summary, 2-acetoxy-benzoic acid is also known as acetyl salicylic acid or aspirin. It has two functional groups that attach to benzene ring, which is carboxylic acid and ester. Aspirin can also involve in many reactions, for example, esterification and hydrolysis. Hydrolysis can produce salicylic acid, and salicylic acid can be esterified to prepare the aspirin. Besides, aspirin is a weak acid, making it more soluble in organic solvent. Its chemical properties, depending on its structure, for example, because of having ester group, it tends to hydrolyze. Therefore, it is more stable in dry condition. And last but not least, aspirin has been widely used, such as in industrial and medical, as it gives benefits to both human and plant.